Hello, welcome to Board Games Daddy. So I've acquired One Piece card game Pillars of Strength OP03 box. So with the cards from this set, only from this set, I've built 6 decks, one of each color. So in the next videos I'm going to show you what I've built for each of these colors. Stay tuned. Well, this video will be dedicated to Nami as a leader and his blue deck from OP03. Spoiler alert or notice warning, I'm at episode 100, so I've seen the East Blue arc and I'm on Alabasta now, so I'm not aware of the many things that I can find in this card. Let's see if I can get to know more lots of things about this deck that I've built recently with cards from OP3. So we start with Nami here. I love this card, and I use the sleeve, the blue sleeve that is a little bit shiny here. So I guess the effect is very cool. I love it. It's how it looks here. So when your deck is reduced to 0, you win the game instead of losing, according to the rules. And then Dawn +1. When this leader attacks, deals damage to your opponent's life, you may trash one card to the top of your deck. So this is the deck that will work differently. It's going to mill your own deck until you get to 0 and win, basically. So the cards will try to sustain that strategy. Let's see if we can find it that way. And we start with Soja King, 2 Soja King cards, which both of them have like very interesting art. So this one here, I guess this is the alternative version. Also treat this card name as Usopp according to the rules. Okay. So this is another Usopp. Return up to 1 character with a cost of 6 or less to the owner's hand and draw 2 cards and trash 2 cards. So drawing, forcing to draw, that's it. I need to check it because if it's called Usopp, probably I cannot have. I guess this deck has 4 Usopps. Could I have 4 Usopps and 2 Soja Kings as we see here? I need to check that. Maybe I built this incorrectly and only now realizing that. Maybe you can leave something in the comments. I don't know what Soja King is, so this is not part of the East Blue arc. I definitely understand this is Usopp with a mask, but I don't know why Soja King and why he needs to wear this mask. But anyway, I'll figure it out once I get to those episodes. Okay, and then I've included here 4 Usopps, which I hope it's legal. This one has a brush, and you put him at Dawn, and when this character attacks, deals damage to opponent's life, you may trash 7 cards from your deck. 7 cards. And it comes on 4th with only 4 Dawns. So, and if you manage to have 4 of these guys, milling 7, definitely your deck will run fast. So cool. If I'm able to, I guess then this is better than Soja King, right? If I can only afford, but I'll find out. And then Nojiko, so Nami's sister. If your leader is Nami, which is, return up to 1 of your opponent characters with cost 5 or less to the owner's hand. So this one is in terms of, sorry, I need to clear my voice. Clear my throat here. Too many videos being recorded. So she has a power of 0. It's worthless in fights unless you buff her somehow, but definitely she is useful for counters and when you play to return characters back. And so I've put 4 here just to make sure that I'm controlling the game. And then 1, 2, 3, 4 Gaemons, the guy that lives inside the chest and looks like Ep451. When you deal damage to your opponent's life, and also is 0 here, you may trash 3 cards from the top of your deck. If you do, trash this character. Okay, so you do damage and you do 3 cards and that's it. So this guy is another worthless for fighting, good for milling. He can also work as a counter. And then Mary's the guy that created the boat and is just a filler here, 3,000. Then we have Karn, one of the cooks from the, I don't remember the name of the restaurant, so I have 2 of them here. He is good because he's a blocker And if you have 20 or less cards in your deck, you gain 3000. So it becomes super powerful by the end of the game. Super interesting. The problem is that you need to be counting your deck anytime, and that could take some time. And then Zephyr. So 1, 2, let's make it like this. 1, 2, and alternate art. Zeph. When this character attacks, deals damage to your opponent's life, you trash 7 cards out of this. It's like Usopp here. That you need to put it on, and then when you play, you may return up to 1 character with a cost of 3 or less to the owner's hand, and trash 2 cards from the top of your deck. Trashing. And then Patty. It's another kitchen helper. So this guy, what does he do? If you have 20 or less, return 1 character cost 3 to the owner's hand. So this needs to be played by the end of the game. And it's like Poppy the Solar Man, this one. And then Kaya. Oh, my voice. Oh, my throat. You draw 2 cards and trash 2 cards. Another crappy fighter, but allows you to it's counter +2, as well as drawing cards. I guess this deck will have a problem because it has crappy cards, so it's going to be difficult for you to put some pressure. You won't put pressure. What you want to do is you want to mill your deck as fast as possible. We're talking about 50 cards deck, so drawing 7 with those, it's almost like drawing. You have your initial hand of 7, I think, right? Then when Zeph and Usopp eat is like 7, so it's like 3 or 4 hits with one of those, and probably you win the game if you control it with other cards. If you have 20 or less, this character gains +2, so you can easily get to 20 or less because you start the game with 7 cards on your hands. I think it's 7. Sorry, it's too many games, so I'm a bit tired. I think it's 7, right? Like many games. Some games it's 5, like Digimon. So I don't know exactly now if 5 or 7, but you get my point. And then Boodle. It has a blocker, so you can stall the game. Blocker that does nothing. And when he dies, you trash cards from top of your deck. So another way to get rid of cards. And then a Genzo and Belmare. There's Nami and Najiko and her adoptive mother. You put a Dawn here. Again, another one. When this character deals damage to an opponent's life, you may trash 7 cards from top of the deck. So, wow, these decks will run so fast. And when she dies, she also trashes 3 more. Okay, I would love to try this deck. And these kids here, the Usopp friends, so crappy fighters, and you can get Usopp to your hand. Wow, so this is a big combo. This is a fast way to get Usopp and Sogeking, because he also is named Usopp. So you'll be able to you'll be able to mill Usopps, and then these guys die. You play these guys and you get the Usopp, and then you deal the damage. Okay, so Zoro here, 3000 worlds. 3000 worlds. Place 1 character that costs 5 or less at the bottom of owner's deck, so to get to control the game. What's happening here? So Gum, Giant Gavel. So that's his head or what? Who is he hitting here? I don't understand. Oh, this is so difficult. No, this is his feet here, right? So he's kicking this guy, which I'm not sure who he is. You may trash 1 card from your hand up to one of your leader. You can have 2 leaders. Or more than 1. Gains 4000 during this combat, then you trash 2 cards from your deck. So buff and trash, and only costs 1. And this is when Usopp fights the other sea guy. Usopp Rubber Band of Doom. Up to one of your leader or character gains +2, then trash the top card. And there's also here another final card, which is Jin, the guy that Sanji gave food. Better I deserve, certain it is. I thought I was a gunner, dead man for sure. You draw 2 cards, that's it. You draw 2 cards with the trigger that does the same. There it is. That's a very different deck. Does it work? Does this strategy work? Probably. I'll need to try once I sleeve it. But anyway, I hope you have enjoyed this. Don't forget to leave a like, share it with friends. And if you are into One Piece card game, then I truly invite you to visit my channel and the playlist that I have dedicated, where I have content for this game and other card games in general and board games. So thank you for watching until the end. Consider subscribing, and I hope to see you in the next videos that I'm going to do. Thank you. Goodbye.